You're listening to Art Heroes Podcast, the show to help you thrive as a digital artist. Tune in to learn how to transform your passion into a career. Get inspired by other kick-ass 2D and 3D artists, and find out what it takes to be an art hero.
Likeness is one of the trickiest aspects of a 3D character. If we have likeness artists here in the audience, I'm sure they would agree with me. And by the way, this week we're rounding up enrollments for the likeness program at Art Heroes Academy. And if you guys are into likeness or want to ramp up your likeness skills, make sure you go ahead and click on the link just below this video or in the show notes of the episode. The enrollment is open until Saturday, 30th of January. And if you're missing it, no worries. Add your name to the wait list and we'll surely reach out when the next enrollment is open. Honestly, Art Heroes team, together with Marlon Nunes, has been working on the program for almost a year, and we're really proud of the result and can't wait to show this to more 3D character artists and grow together as a community and make amazing likenesses and realistic characters. But now I'm actually going to introduce a likeness artist who's already done quite a bit of work in building himself up and actually pursuing his passion towards characters. And it's Roger Magrini, who's based in Brazil, and he's got a really interesting story that you guys definitely need to hear this. So Roger Magrini is working for some of the best clients out there, and he's also just a really amazing human being. Roger, thank you so much for coming on the show and welcome.
All right, we're now live. Roger, thank you so much for coming on the show and welcome to Art Heroes Podcast. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, the pleasure is all mine. And guys, for everyone who just tuned in, I'm here with Roger Magrini, and he was just making fun of me pronouncing his name. But
no. No, it's not making fun. It's nice. It's a nice conversation.
Okay. I can try again when in the second part of this podcast. But now we're just gonna go ahead with you. So Roger is an amazing portrait artist that we've been following for quite some time. And Roger, really happy to have you. Do you mind just introducing yourself? From your perspective, kind of what you do these days, and who you are in kind of a 3D aspect.
Oh, in the 3D aspect, I'm a 3D character artist. I'm trying to do full bodies this time. I love to do portrait work, and I love those details and likeness. I love to do work from things that I really like. But I'm just I'm 24-year-old biologist.
Wow. Okay.
that got into this industry just try and error and working hard. Really.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that there's been a lot of sweat and long nights. Definitely.
Definitely.
So I also know that you started as a photographer in art in general, right?
Yes. I started as a photographer, and it happens when I was on college, on my third year of college, maybe second year of college. People on my college, biologists, love to take portraits of birds, not portraits, but take bird photos, and they need to wake up 4 a.m., 3 a.m. to go to a place and I was, no, not for me, but I like the idea of having a camera. So they teach me how to use a camera, and then portraits are a lot easier, birds move a lot.
Okay. I can imagine that. I can imagine a human being being a less hectic thing to take a picture of.
Yeah, you just say, please stop, and then you can say that to a bird.
Okay. So how did this whole transition to 3D happen?
Oh, I had like an issue. I used to be a portrait art photographer and a nude photographer too. It was really nice. Um, I also did like for weddings and
Hmm.
for like event
Yeah.
stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But when I was doing like nude work, um there was an issue where there was a guy. Everything was working correct. There was a girl that came to looking for my work, and then we're going to do this, and then after we went all okay,
Yeah.
um, and I have the father of the girl like when I posted, I asked, "Oh, can I post my work on mine?" Because when they say, "Oh, don't post," I don't post. It's for them.
Yeah.
Like I always ask. I always do like um, everything written down in
Yeah.
paper. Those kind of stuff, the bureaucracy. And then when I posted that, my father didn't quite like it, those pictures that
Okay.
she asked me to take. Okay, I was working, right? And then he like death threats.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So you just like completely shifted industry because of that?
yeah, well, that was a part. I didn't make a lot of money through portraits.
Yeah.
Most of it was from from like from events,
Yeah.
but they didn't pay that much, and here wasn't that much required.
Yeah.
But after that incident, like with some death threats, was like, oh god, because I live in a small town, and there's some people with some small minds here,
Yeah.
and he lived the town nearby, so you can just drive in. I don't know if the guy was
Okay.
crazy, or I don't know what to meet the guy. So dude, it was like this was hard. I was oh god, I want to be killed by a work that I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
that was a little bit of a part that I changed totally from, and also changed from biology too. I did 5 years in biology. I am a bachelor and licensed. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say this, so
Okay.
I can teach and I
Yeah.
can work in the labs and stuff. But then someday I sat down and look at all my paperwork done and stuff. I said, God damn, it's not what.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
this. It's not that I want to do. And then shifted. Like when I finished, because my family they didn't believe that you could be an artist.
Hmm.
Here in Brazil it's hard, and I'm going to be an artist, and people, oh, you're gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have money and stuff. But and I need to do like college.
Yeah.
When I finished my college, I felt this huge pressure. Like I need to get good on this 3D art as soon as I can, so I can land a job and prove like that I can live off of it.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
for sure. Yeah.
So how long did it actually take you to pick up 3D from zero to hero?
Oh, zero to hero. Oh, thanks. mm, Zero to hero. Um, like I guess the first part was harsh because you need to learn the softwares. The software thing that I learned was Maya. ZBrush is really hard. It's not friendly at all. And I guess my first project took 6 months to create. It was a cartoon, full body
Hmm.
cartoon. And after that, like I've been doing stuff like 3 months. The
3 months per project?
Yeah, 3 months per project. Yes, totally. And I guess that's the time that about realistic one. It took me a year. The 6 months, but three and so fiddling with stuff. Um,
Okay, interesting.
yeah.
And so, like, did you just pick it up all by yourself?
Oh, no. I had teachers
Okay.
from online courses, and I have mentorships that help a lot. Um, like mentors and courses, the guys they're doing know what they're doing. Like they had previous mistakes,
Yeah.
so they can pass on to you. Like, oh, I made this mistake, I made that mistake, and asking around, and then you can uh, make a good project. Ask for
Yeah,
feedback and stuff.
for sure,
For sure.
100%. Like I can totally relate. You don't need to like hit your head against the wall for years if you can just like pick up something in 3 months, especially
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
if you already been doing this for 5 years in another degree. It's like
Yes.
time is yeah, has value definitely.
I mean, has value. And in biology, I learned how to study. You know.
Oh my God, I'm sure you did.
Yeah. It was hard, and I learned how to study, and you apply that stuff. It's never lost. I did 5 years, and I thought, oh my god, I lost everything. I threw that away. But no, you can reuse everything you learn.
So how long did it actually take you, to get your first gig? I mean, you're freelancing now, right?
Yeah, I'm freelancing now.
So like what, if you remember from the point when you started learning all this stuff, to the point when you got your first like client or something, or like got paid your
Um,
first money.
my first money, it will happen when I helped a friend of mine model some buildings that went
Uh-huh.
through a commercial. Yes. Oh, you know how to model. Like, I can pay you this. Wasn't much, but it was something. And then I modeled some things for a cartoon commercial. I modeled some buildings for the
Okay.
background and the whole ground. But the first studio that hired me was after I did Sebastião Salgado's face likeness, and I sent them to them. Send that to them, and then, well, whoa, come work with us in São Paulo. Like, I'm in another city, and I moved to there, and then COVID happened, and I moved
Okay.
back.
Do you still work with them
Yeah.
remotely or this project is over?
Oh, this project is over. I was there, but now I also changed studios,
Okay.
and I since I'm new to this industry, and since I'm new to everything, I
Yeah.
guess it would benefit a little bit for me to try freelancing too, and freelancing also pays a little bit better.
How cool. So my question here would be like did you know from the very beginning that you want to specialize on like realistic characters and likenesses, or it was just trial and error and it worked out?
I guess it was try and error. To say, oh, I want to try something realistic, and then I fell in love with it.
Right.
I don't just try it. I got some Chris Costas classes, and then I don't know. I went nuts and loved it. Really loved it, and I know that I can now sculpt my. Not we're all in the uncanny valley,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, but now I know that I can do a model like a photography. So
That's
I
true.
always try to improve. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, since you are, since you started not that long ago, it's, I really wanted to ask you what would be your best tips for artists who are just like, breaking through into the industry. And since you did this successfully and got your first job and then a second job, so what do you think was the most helpful thing to you? Because it was just like a few years back. So, it's, and I hear many artists saying that, God, these days it's impossible because there is a ton of competition, which is true. There is a ton of competition. So, what do you think helped you?
Proving that I can do stuff like proving
Hmm.
that I can do textures, proving that I can do UVs, proving that I can do topology, proving that I can do the whole
Yeah.
basic pipeline of it, and they helped me out a lot. And doing that, I can model was I know I don't think I can model because sometimes I look at those nice modelers and sculptors all around the place, and this dude, how can this guy do this? It's amazing, right? But you have to have the basic set of skills, uh, and you need to show them on a portfolio that you can
Yeah.
do all this, all of this stuff. So they see like, oh, he can do this, so I'm gonna hire him to do this because I need this.
Right. Right. Okay. So, but that's on the at the level of skills. And like, when you were looking for opportunities and for clients, do you think you're well connected? Like just as an artist, do you know like a bunch of people? I mean, well, you
No,
said you're from a small town, but I can't
yeah,
assume that it means anything. So,
no,
like,
no, no. I'm a
let's
small
let's
time.
let's confirm that. Like, are you well connected, dude?
Um, I'm well connected. I guess now I am, because when you show work, people, dude, I see your work, and I love your work, and oh, thank you. And then you start conversation,
Yeah.
and then like using your work to have some conversations and stuff can make you friends,
Yeah.
um, and nice opportunities too. I got recommended for a freelance job because a guy knew my work and then wanted to meet me too. And it was amazing, amazing job, an amazing guy that I worked with, Marco Beijos. And you know, now I'm well connected. But the first start of 3D, I just had my friends and the guy that was doing, I was taking his mentorship.
Yeah.
Uh, I just knew like two guys, and then people start popping up.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess what you're saying is that in the very beginning, just like started like everybody else, kind of
Yeah, on a
from yeah.
Facebook group, on a Discord server,
Right.
speaking with people that know stuff, people that don't know too, and trying to, you know, help each other.
Right. Yeah. Well, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, fast forward 2020, like,
2020,
yeah. So,
that year.
you already mentioned that, like, with COVID, like, there was a big shift.
Yeah.
So, since now we're in like almost second, third, or whichever wave of lockdowns, um, I'm still curious how COVID impacted artists. So how did it impact you personally? Just like,
Personally,
yeah, talk to me a little bit just about what happened with your career. You think it improved or it's like stayed neutral or
I guess when I moved to São Paulo, is a big city, and when I moved back and started doing this remote work, I think things got better. And when I left that studio, the project, I knew that I could make money living in my own house,
yeah,
on on a small town, just having a good computer to handle. So COVID is a tragic thing that is going on right now.
yeah,
Uh, in every country is a pandemic.
yeah,
That's a sad thing, but professionally for me, that helped me because I learned that I could work on the comfort of my house, and I didn't want anymore to go to a big city and take
yeah,
some trains and with a bunch of people, like
yeah, commute.
you,
Yeah.
it's I don't regret it doing this. It was a nice experience, but doors open,
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
new way of looking at things that
Yeah.
it opens.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And in the future, would you still like to work from a studio?
Yes, a lot.
Okay.
Because those connections that I did on a studio was amazing, and I worked for another studio
Okay.
for fixed in a fixed position, and it was remote work. I didn't
Right.
have that much connection with them as I did with the latest studio, the first studio
Yeah,
that I
right.
worked with. Yeah, because you're inside of the place, and it's better for, oh, I need to do this. Can you do this? You don't need to wait a little bit of long, and the connection is far more better. So at the time, I like the freelance stuff doing at my house, but I would love to go in a studio and stay there, you know.
Yeah,
But maybe not in a big city like São Paulo, you know, with people
right.
smushed together.
Yeah, yeah, of
We
course. Yeah.
can, yeah.
Cool. How interesting. So, like, you said that you're learning now full bodies and like working on making full bodies, not just portraits.
Yeah, I'm doing full bodies now. I have like just two pieces of full body characters that I did. But now I'm learning how to do blend shapes and how to do like those facial stuff
Yes.
and how to do facial rig. I don't know if I don't want to be a rigger. I
Okay.
really don't want to be a rigger, but I want to do the full pipeline so I can understand better what they need or what they don't need. So it's a nice thing because I always try to learn a little bit more in every project that I do. Like
Right.
sometimes I redo something that I did in the last project to reaffirm that I know how to do this stuff, and then I add small bits of things. Like I want to do with a smile this time. I want to do with so it forced me to do teeth. So it
Yeah.
forced me to do the inner part of a mouth. I want to do like clothing, a full body clothing. How can I do this full body clothing now? I want to do accessories. So um, you don't have to be ambitious. You have to be ambitious, but not that much. Not to bite more that you can chew. That you can. That's the right. I don't know if that's the right.
Yes. I think it makes sense. I mean, in my
Makes
mind,
sense.
it was just like, yeah, I understand what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Thank you.
Okay.
But like you used to do like a head. So let's try to improve the head this time.
Yeah.
Let's try to improve the hair this time. Let's try to do another hair that you might think is hard.
Right.
So you don't need to make a huge. "Oh, I'm going to do this whole thing by myself, like a full Pixar Disney movie
Yeah.
by myself. You know, that just
Yeah.
small steps on your next projects would do.
Right. I really like this strategy actually, because I think that's really helpful when you just take like make a small increment of growth every project as opposed to trying to take a big leap and being scared of it and not knowing how to tackle this because if it's just like a little bit of a difference and a tiny bit of improvement and always improvement,
Yes.
that is definitely like accumulates in a bunch of like tools and skills learned over the course of the times. So yeah,
Totally, and your tech level rises up too because you're forced to know when things are broken, you know,
yes,
and
yeah, of
sometimes
course.
things breaks and you don't. Oh, how can I fix that? And you learn a lot of how to control those mistakes, those errors, and it's such a nice thing to understand too. You know, so you have to deal with problems all the time with those softwares. You know?
Right. I was really looking forward to having a likeness artist on this podcast because actually now
Oh,
as we speak, no, seriously, um, I mean, I know a bunch, but I don't think I frequently have them. Well, like, we had Chris Costa no, not recently, but maybe 2, 3 months ago.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like not super frequent. And I've been asking myself this question, like that I see likenesses pretty frequently on my feed and just, like in our community. I was wondering if, like if you do likenesses just as a showcase of your skills, if a likeness is just a proof of your level, or if you actually get hired to make likenesses for clients, like from your experience. The
Yeah, I
mic
just
is
got
yours.
hired. Oh, thank you. I'm still fresh
Yeah.
in this industry. I do likeness for people hire me to do likeness
Really?
too.
Okay.
Yeah, like they have like a concept, and it's not different from a likeness, you know. Like
Okay.
following a concept like to the depth of it. Um,
Okay.
you make like a likeness of a concept. So they send me like a concept of things they want to do. Then I do exactly what they
Okay.
ask me to do. So I guess that's I'm gonna put it in
Yeah, no, of course. Quote
quote
unquote.
marks
Yeah.
likeness. Yeah, but likeness is a good thing to showcase to that you know stuff, because likeness takes a huge amount of time, and to see the subtles of the form, and I love what Marlon is doing too. It's amazing likeness
Yeah.
program that you guys are on. It's insane. Like he does different than I do, which is nice. So I learn a lot with it.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Yeah.
There is no right and wrong, right? It's just like
No.
everyone has their own like workflow. And meanwhile, this workflow is getting you to a result. This is the key, like consistency in your results that you produce. That's it,
Yeah.
right?
And Marlon does this thing where he finds the the features of the face first. Like he does a dynamesh and finds the features of the face first, and tries to get the proportions and everything. And I do a head, like I structure a head, a base head first, with secondary details and stuff. And then I after I finish that and have like a good topology and a good UVs, I try to match with an actor or with a person that
With
I like,
yeah, with the
you
person.
know. Yeah, it's
Okay.
an inverse. It's an inverse stuff, and
Oh,
I really like the
crazy.
way. Yeah, I really love the way he tackles it, and I might change a little bit so I can try that approachment. But we do a lot of different stuff,
Yeah.
and it's nice. It's nice to learn a new perspective of things. You know.
No, 100%. I absolutely agree with you. It's just really cool also to see how different artists work on the same, like achieve the same result or like similar result. It's just
Yeah.
like it can be, yeah, like I think your example is perfect. How it actually goes like almost, yeah, reverse.
Verse.
Yeah.
We do like we kind of do like this, like
Yeah,
reverse thing.
wow. Very yeah, very cool. Very cool. So, like with your whole, the full body challenge, where do you want to get to?
Maybe showing that I can do like a full body for cinematics. Um, I know there's some difference between cinematics and games, but I want to show that to companies that I can do like other stuff too, full body with proportions and clothing too. So maybe I'm not confident enough to. I need to do more so I can feel more
Okay.
confident of
Okay.
taking jobs. And but I want to prove to a company that I can be part of the team, you know, and also to learn more. I want
Right.
to prove and want I want us to learn more, because we need to learn stuff. For me, I'm not saying for everybody,
Yeah.
but I have like this motto: um, if you are not learning, you're dead. Basically, you need to learn stuff. You keep not improving, but learn new stuff. And I know I don't mean just artistically, like in your life, like making food, learning a new culture, learning a new tongue, learning people, you know,
Mhm.
uh, like like uh, like we are doing now. I don't know you. We didn't knew each
Yeah,
other.
that's
Like,
true. Yeah, that's true. That's
yeah.
true.
So meeting people is it's a nice way to
Yeah.
learn too. So I have this motto that I need to keep learning. And for now, I know the art is infinite.
Yes.
It's endless, endless. But I want to get to a nice level, you know. I want to get to the I need to get better at it. So I don't know, to prove to
Yeah.
myself and learn more.
I don't think I've ever met a 3D artist or just any artist that would be just saying that I know it all.
Oh.
So, no. I mean, like, I normally, when I normally talk to people, like, everyone at least, like, at some point would mention that, like, there is a struggle and there is still so much to learn. So I'm sure that's, that's a universal concept that there's never enough things that you know.
No, the more
That's
you
for
learn, the less
sure.
you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was also like curious, what was your favorite project so far? I don't know, personally or professionally, but like just like as of from all of the art projects that you've tackled.
Oh my god.
I don't know, maybe like the
uh,
one that was just like the most memorable.
um, the one that I did
And we
with
and we'll
Yokush.
and we'll pull it up on the screen for people who are watching us on YouTube so that
Oh,
like it's a
okay.
little bit more visual. So,
Okay. I guess it was Yoko Shimomura's portrait. She's just amazing. She was part of my life, like because I played a lot of games, and one of my favorite games is Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy stuff, like those RPG things. And her soundtrack that she does, it's amazing. It's insane. Like, and I did her portrait to learn how to do women too, and how to do a smile, how to use those different maps and stuff. And I learned a lot, and all of with her background music playing, and it was so nice. And I don't know.
wow, okay. You really
I
brought the
love.
atmosphere.
Yeah, how can I say this? Um, she really was a part of my life, and I listened to her like a lot, really a lot, and like the ones that I'm doing right now, I'm doing for music like Rammstein. It's like my favorite band too,
Yes.
and I'm doing a project for not for them, but fan art of theirs, and I'm learning a lot with them. And my favorite one is Yoko, of course.
Yeah.
But I love all my personal projects. I really like it. Them I really like them because they really, you can, if you talk to me, if you know me like for years and stuff, like it's me there. It's me there. Like
Yeah.
Tolkien that I did Tolkien because I love Lord of the Rings. Yoko Shimomura because of all the great music that she plays. Hamstein because of the music that I always talk about. I always listen every day. I'm listening
Yes.
to it. No, 10 years nonstop, and you know. And but the really the weird one that I didn't like that much. I wasn't going to say this, but it
Okay, go
was
ahead.
true.
I'm ready.
When I posted, you're ready. The porcelain one that I did that like blew up, got like 3,300 likes on ArtStation.
Wow.
Like, whoa, that's
That's
big.
that's
Like,
some
whoa,
volume, yeah.
it's some volume like on ArtStation. Like, it was
And that was
amazing, amazing.
and that was the project that you did not like so much?
I I love to like it was on Pinterest and I'm like, oh my god, this concept is so nice. I want to do it.
And
It
what
was like
project is that?
weird. Porcelain.
Ah, okay, okay.
There
We'll
I
pull
did
it
it.
up now. Okay, cool.
Yes, it was really nice that I got all this likes recognition. But it wasn't my favorite one.
So it was not your favorite
Sorry.
because it was so much struggle, or it was not your favorite because like it just
it
like
was it was like it was like um, I like this is eye candy, and I love this idea. I can fiddle with some ideas of my own too, but I don't know. It didn't come from my inner self, you know.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like, yeah, it was weird. I just did. It just happened and it's there.
Okay.
But like Yoko was like part of my heart that I put on it, you know.
Okay.
Tolkien too. But it's weird, right? Sometimes you don't like that much. I really like. I like, but it's not my favorite. But it's weird, right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
but like I think
It's kind
it's
of weird.
I think there is obviously a difference of making projects for yourself,
Yeah,
like personal projects versus client projects.
yeah,
And yeah, when you make your own project, it should definitely come from your personal inspiration and stuff like that. But yeah, there are definitely sometimes projects that just like don't click as much, and yeah, they take a lot of time as well, as much
it
time.
took a lot. She took a lot of time, but
And
it was
yeah, and they
a
tend to
lovely
extend
result.
longer because you're not as motivated.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I'm doing like the Rammstein one, the
yeah,
Rammstein,
I guess so.
Rammstein one, I guess too. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the ones that I'm doing is like the true likeness projects, like it's
Oh,
true likeness on one project. So it was damn. It was going to be hard. So I did the first part. There's a severed head for the lead singer, and now I'm doing the other part. Is the queen.
yeah.
She's called Germania, and she's going to hold his hand. So I need to do like two likeness, you know, and I want to do like blend shapes. And I was, oh god, I'm getting too ambitious, and it's going to take like 6 months and 7 months to do this stuff because I need to learn it from scratch, you know.
Yes.
And dang, this is going to take a lot. So I like made in two parts. I
Yeah.
got the head of the lead singer and posted like this needs to go. I'm gonna refine it later
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this is a
Makes
part of a
sense.
project, and then I will, because I was going to get like um, I was going to disappear, you know. And sometimes
Okay.
it's good to maintain like a good flow of projects, like a good posting, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I really like that you're realistic about the time that it takes
Oh,
to finish and polish and publish. Yeah,
yeah,
because likeness is not something that you can tackle within like a week and a half. Like God forbid, like a few days. You can probably do a really good
yeah.
whip. But yeah.
Which, yeah, a full one. I don't think you can do like
What's your
maybe
yeah, what's your
there's a
time for
guy.
now? Like how long do you normally take to complete a likeness if it's a personal project, not for a client?
Not for a client. It's a personal project. I take about maybe 3 months because I always try to learn something new with it. And learning something new always takes time, you know.
Yeah.
Always makes you burn out a little, but
Yeah.
it's nice so you can learn and you make things faster in the future. But like if it's going to just a head, you know. For now, I can do a head, a good whip of a likeness, like a full one with hair and stuff for a month and a half, you
Right.
know, to do like all of the stuff.
Yeah.
If you use, of course if you use like um, base meshes and
Yeah.
stuff, things get a lot of more quicker. But the latest one that I did from a sphere, and it was a nice thing to recap those things too. It's nice to recap some stuff. Um, so sometimes you just get used to doing with a with a base mesh, and
Yes.
how do you structure the face again, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I start sculpting, like, I don't know, I forgot everything that I I forgot how to sculpt. Oh my god! And then when you sculpt, I say, okay, I still
I
kind of
still
get
remember.
this.
Thanks God.
I
Yes.
still remember. It's a struggle.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, yeah. No, it's that's true. It's just like all these things take time, and actually, as we're now enrolling a bunch of, well, actually, by the time this podcast is released, it's the enrollment is over. But yeah, there's a bunch of new artists that start learning likeness program with us, and I heard a bunch of questions like, why the program is so long, or like, do we really need to spend like 3-4 months on it?
Yes.
um
Yes, because like
yeah.
when you okay, you can say sorry.
No, I didn't. I was not going to say anything. I was just like,
uh, 3 months, 4 months. Oh yeah, of course, because um, every part I thought about those parts of the project. Like I try to break the likeness into different projects. Like a hair is a project, the the facial structure is a project, the skin texture is a project. The texture is a project. So I break down all those things, and with my pipeline that I'm used to it, I don't get destructive workflow with it. So I don't get I go up a lot of back and forth too, um, but I don't I improve each time I go with the back and forth, but I don't like, oh god, I need to redo this from scratch. And when I get fed up with a part of the part, like a sculpting part, I go to the part that I don't know, I'm just going to do like secondary detail now, or I'm going to do the maps, the texture maps now, because I'm fed up with sculpting, and it's a nice way so you can, you know, uh, change, don't get fed up, don't get overwhelmed. You change you break down the whole project in small projects, and you do this. You cycle
yeah,
through them
yeah,
so you don't get fed up. So, and yes, every step is important. Like if you do if you have like a nice, really finesse um, sculpture, like face features and stuff, like really really neat, really looking like the guy, but you did like a bad job with texturing. It's not going to look
yes,
realistic. It's not going to look, or you do like the shading. You do like good textures, but you screw up the shading. It's not going to look nice. Or the hair, it's always
yeah,
important. You go to
yeah.
the hair,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every step is important, and one step could break your model. You know,
Absolutely.
so you have to
Yeah,
take
I
it. Yeah,
agree. I agree. It's just like almost the most important thing is actually the skill of having this critique eye, like being critical about your
oh
own work and just, being able actually to spot these mistakes. Just
yes,
what you just said, like you go in cycles, but every time you see more and more, because like you almost like
yes.
peel the onion and see the layers. It's just like, okay, and the first thing you're just like, okay, this is like kind of a head shape, right? And then you're like, oh, they're bones and they're sticking out. And you're like, oh, there's
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I was in the middle of the render things with the hair and stuff, and doing the body and doing the clothing stuff. And then I looked like on the head on this. Oh my god, the cheekbones, like the zygomatic bones, is so protruded. Like, oh my god, it's so off. And I was, oh, how didn't notice that before? And then I went back and fixed it. And sometimes you just need to take a time to take a few days off from the model and look at it again, and then you
absolutely,
see,
absolutely.
yeah,
This is
see
funny thing,
stuff.
like how your brain works, right? Because you just like you convince yourself that it's perfect because you've been looking at it for so long, and then when you take a break, you come back to it, get some fresh impressions, look at new
Yeah,
things, just like your eyes get normal again, and you're like, oh my god.
yeah. And sometimes I like, oh god, I hate this stuff. And then you send
Yeah.
to a friend like this whip, and you say, dude, that's amazing. It's just, no, it's awful. No, look at this mistake here, this mistake here. Ha, ha, ha. And the guys are, I can't see this. It
Okay.
looks nice. Sometimes you just go a little bit harder on yourself than
Yeah.
than people would normally want
Yeah.
go hard, you know.
Like I think in either case, whether you're too hard or where you're just like the opposite, I think it's always good to take time and take breaks and just like give it time without trying to rush it within like a week or two. Just like
Yeah,
very normal.
yeah. The
Yeah.
latest one that I did, Tuliniman one, uh, that was rushed. I know now that I can go there and fiddle with some stuff, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh my god, I could do this thing with the lighting. I could, I could do better lighting. I could do better scheme work, and but it never ends. Like, as in, like, you
Never ends.
just drop it. It never ends
Yeah.
because you can always refine it. So for people who are doing lighting, is like 4 months. No, it's not enough because it's infinite. It's
Yeah.
endless. It's an endless project. You can do like for a year, for 2 years. You can get back to it and
Yep.
see different things
Yep.
now because you just improve it as an artist. Just improve your observation
100%.
skills. You know. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Because, like if an artist says that you need time, that is true, true, true. Yeah. So,
Totally agree.
yeah, Roger, I've got a little tradition here on the podcast. Every time
Oh,
there is a little questionnaire at the end. So before we round this up, I'm going to run you through 10 questions and you can
okay.
answer with just like a few words, right?
Help.
Just like
Okay.
10 questions, like let's say a maximum of one sentence per question. Is that
Okay, but
yeah?
I wouldn't have time to think.
No, no, of course not. Well, I mean, you can think, but like if you want to look awkward on the podcast, you can
I was going to be faster. Oh,
yeah.
it's
Okay,
ending.
well, I mean, it's up to
It's
you.
ending.
Okay, let's yeah.
We're at the ending of the podcast.
We are, imagine,
No,
like we normally keep it
no.
under 1 hour. So we have to respect the time frame, man. We can meet again.
Okay. We can, no problem.
And talk
Dang
about
it, I
full
like it.
bodies.
Goodbye.
Okay,
Okay.
so look, ready? 10 questions.
Oh, oh, ready?
Yes?
No, but go
Yeah.
ahead. No
Okay.
idea.
Okay, what's your number one tip for
Uh,
combating distractions when working from home?
Working from home, drink a lot of water, and I don't know. I have hyper focus,
So,
but
are you saying that you're always super focused when you're working from home? Seriously?
yeah, like
You're the first
it's
one I know then.
yeah. I'm a little bit weird because I have this
Because you're the
when I talk about
biologist.
yeah, man. Yeah, I was going to talk about sad stuff now. Okay, sad time. I have like this anxiety thingy going on, and with those
Okay.
stuff, I get some hyper focus on things, and I trade like. I know it's sad, but we're not going to end like with a sad.
No, there's a
We're going
like
to end
it's not the
like
last
woohoo.
question. Anyway, keep going. This is interesting.
Thank you. I have this anxiety thing that I take some meds to it, and I really struggle with that. And sometimes I trade. That's why I don't know. I get really focused on a hyper focus on things, and I forget how I forget to eat. I forget to exercise. I forget to stretch. I forget to I don't know drink water. So my health dropped a lot because there was a huge pressure of me doing like 5 years of biology and like freak. Um, it's not what I wanted. So um, university is a thing that is really hard. You need to rush things quick. You need to study fast, and you need to tackle a lot of things. And biology is
Yeah.
it's really hard. And I got some anxiety thing going on, and that traveled me with. I took that with art too. So when I finished like 5 years of this thing, I got, dang, I need to learn art fast. because I threw away 5 years and I just trade health, and people don't trade health for work.
That is so true, man, too. Yeah,
Uh,
like, amen, 100%, 100%. It's actually really easy to get distracted from your health and yourself. So
yeah,
I'm,
so that's not a good.
glad, I'm,
That's
glad, I'm
not,
glad you're bringing this up. I'll move
yeah.
on to the next question.
Okay, because it was not a good question. Like,
No,
okay,
it's a good
stay away from my
question.
health.
We
Yeah, but
cannot
the first one was
we
like,
cannot pretend that there are only good questions, man. Like, no
yeah,
way.
but no, but it wasn't a good answer. Like, how to
That
get
was a
super
great
focused?
answer. Of course.
No, but stay away from your health.
Well,
Don't eat.
that's
No,
okay.
no.
Let's go. What's your favorite holiday
Okay,
or tradition?
my tradition. My favorite holiday is Christmas because we're not religious in anything, but everybody get that Christmas look.
Yeah, mood
Everything
and
get
vibe.
Christmas look, Christmas mood, and it's nice.
Awesome. What's your favorite way to get in some exercise?
Oh, get outside home.
Love
You
that.
just gotta work outside.
Yeah, definitely. What's your most
Yeah.
used emoji?
Uh,
Are you emoji
uh,
illiterate?
do what? Sir?
I was just wondering if you're emoji illiterate. I mean, there's certain type of
Literally.
people that just doesn't use emoji at all.
No, I use it, but I
Okay.
use WhatsApp. I use more stickers, and it's a dog
Okay.
drinking
Now,
water.
yeah, okay. That answers. That answers. That's it.
That answers.
Yes.
I can send
Yes.
it to you. It's a nice dog drinking water, and I loved it.
Okay. Awesome. What's
So,
your source of inspiration?
people like I know people can do a lot of things, and some things people do it's amazing. It doesn't come all from art. It comes from every part of you know science and social things, and every part of it
Wow. Cool. Love
is
that.
amazing.
Um, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Oh, don't rush things. Yes, but yeah, you don't rush stuff. If you want a good thing with good quality, you don't rush things. You do it to
Amazing.
learn it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How do you celebrate little victories?
um, I eat sugar.
Okay. Nice.
I love sugar, so
Nice. Amazing. Um, and if you could see one movie again for the first time, which movie would you watch?
could it be three, like Lord of the Rings, three trilogy, or just one?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
And
or just okay.
yeah, that works. That works. I'm sure so many
It
people
works.
would agree. Yeah.
Okay.
If you could choose any two famous people to have dinner with, who would you invite? They can be like dead or
Sir,
alive, doesn't matter.
dead or alive. Sir Ian McKellen, lovely guy, and I don't know Graham Norton. He seems like I don't know. He seems like a cool guy to hang around. He seems like very uplifting. So I don't know.
Epic. And so my final question, what's your backup career?
Oh,
I mean, you already said biology, but it doesn't sound like your
yeah.
backup career anymore. I don't know.
No, I don't have any. God,
Photographer.
might be a teacher. Biology. No. Biology teacher.
Okay. Sounds good.
Biology teacher.
It's so interesting, like, I don't know what's the whole thing about biology, but so many 3D artists and specifically character artists are biologists. Seriously. Like, yeah, like it's just a very common like thing. Yeah. So for example, the first one that comes to my mind is Daniele Danco-Angelozzi. He's an Italian 3D character artist. He's one of the instructors at Art Heroes, and he's also doing likeness actually. And
gonna get in touch with him.
He's a biologist in the past. And actually Marlon worked with marine biologists, and there are a few people more. I mean, there's just like there's definitely something about biology and character art. I don't know.
There's something about biology and art connected, because a lot of people of my class, like when they finished biology, they changed to art, like 3D.
Wow.
And tattoos, and it was nice, because I don't know, if you get off of biology and you're not a biologist, you're gonna be an artist. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
And I want to get in touch with that guy. I don't know him.
Okay.
He's a biologist, and he does likeness too.
I'll connect
So
you.
nice.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, okay, Roger, thank you so much for coming. Well, our time is just like over, so we're just like perfect. Yes.
No.
Okay. That's it. Enough. Yes. Okay. Thanks so much again. Really appreciate your time. It was amazing, and thanks for sharing everything. It was great. It was great having you.
Thank you. Was I too weird? No.
No.
Okay. Was I fine? Okay. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thanks so much again for listening, guys. Don't forget to check out the likeness program if you got inspired with what Roger is doing. And also, if you're not ready quite yet, add yourself to our waitlist, and maybe sometime when you're right in the mood, we'll reach out again and touch the base. By the way, we took Roger's word as well that he's going to come and mentor some of the likeness program students. So this is a really exciting thing that we're going to host internally for our student community, and you should definitely be there. All right, that's it for me today, and I'll see you right here next week. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to Art Heroes Podcast. Check out www.artheroes.co for show notes, more interviews, and free tools made for you by our team of mentors. Tune in next week for more inspiration, and keep up the great work, hero.